I'd better loot all the carcasses here. Might have the parts I need. Purge water ammo's not much use here. Find the parts I need. I should check all the machine parts. Didn't find what I needed. I'll have to go to another machine. Stocking up for the hunt. End of another day. Going too far. Should turn around. We can get use of this.
Back to work then. Be more respectful. Drop the acrobatics.
I've heard of you, Outlander. Your exploits must require supplies.
So I asked the chaplain the other day. How did you train fire?
You're preparing to leave. You need supplies?
You have won, Your Honor.
Calling. Flares are giving way.
when you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Might be a way to deal with my anger.
Wish I could see even Regala.
Yeah.
Right. Doesn't look like any of...
Yet. So, Katala, I've been busting my balls trying to learn to read. You're out there
Don't worry. You'll be getting all the fun you can handle.
looking forward.
You,
I tried. I don't think even a hot forge could... And you say she wants to help?
I think so. I guess silence is keeping to...
I was hoping you'd give me an excuse to hammer it.
Please don't.
You telling me you wouldn't want to get just one good hit after everything he's done?
Sure. Late. I better get...
Well, you know...
Aloy. I'm glad to see you're okay. I heard you gave the Tanakh something. I was half expecting you to burst in through the ceiling right...
Sorry to disappoint. Ready to head over?
Whatever comes.
Have you talked to any of our...
Erend and I tried speaking, but apparently our... tribal...
Charming, is... Thoughts on our new...
I'd say she smells like death, but even death smells... She's more like a cold piece of metal. Bent on repelling all
She's... I have...
I'll make sure...
Thanks.
Oh, I'll be here.
Regala may be gone, but she taught the holdouts well.
I see you've got your new arm ready to go.
Yes. It still feels strange. I've gotten used to the absence, but no matter. I'm sure I will need it before the attack on the Zenith base is through.
Haven't seen you since the battle at the Grove.
I saw you fly on the wings of the Ten. I would say that I am...
Thank you.
It is I.
Things will get ugly once the Zenith... You'll need every trick you've ever learned.
I would have it known. Many soldiers died in the old world to make sure we stood here. We will endure on there. Though, I am curious how, without an army of our own...
Leave that to me.
As you say.
Did you meet Tilda?
There is something about her that I wouldn't be surprised if my sword went through her and she didn't bleed at all.
Honestly, with her? Look, I know you're probably not happy about... But I want her on our side when we...
It is more than she deserves.
Thank you. I bet people are curious.
None more than our Quen ally. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it worked. I gave her the data I used to build, hoping that would satisfy...
Good luck with that. Your people keep mentioning...
The visions tell us that the Ten and leapt into battle for us. To imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. It is why the challengers leap into the arena. And now, like the deeds of the Ten, so...
I won't lie.
I can only...
I have to...
Understood.
There you are. Would you like to
Why did you make the data channel look...
I built that house as a shelter to weather any storm. A safe place, not just for me. Cultural artifacts of incalculable... Truly, some of the greatest achievements of...
And you wanted Beta to...
Yes. I thought if she could experience for me, it would bring something... A heritage every bit as valuable as data being drummed... I'm sorry I had to cut off contact, but she needed its shelter.
You said before that you're not like that you never were. But you went along with all of their plans.
Out of necessity. I'm not proud of it. But complicity became a means of survival, both when Earth was consumed and when the colony on Sirius was destroyed. I did what I had to. But I resolved to remain one step ahead of the others, to try to enhance the data channel with Beta. And the little trick I pulled.
When it's time to break into the Zenith base.
I'll go over the full layout once you've assembled your friends. Suffice it to say, we will need to push as fast as possible to Beta, dealing with heavy resistance. There are also printing facilities where the others have the natural resources they've stripped from...
What for?
First for use in the base's infrastructure, and then to a small army of them.
When I was out in the wilds, I saw a shuttle take off from the island.
It was likely ferrying materials to and from our ship. After hundreds of years luxuriating comforts, the ship was barely space-worthy when we made our escape. Disaster can strike at any moment.
Have you figured out how...
No, and he's been very careful. I'll admit it bothers me, but I am confident it will deactivate.
How many of them are in the base?
10. Only a handful of us made it to our ship when our colony...
So, Eric...
I believe he got worse over time. On Earth, he was the founder of a profitable band of cutthroats, in other words. Even as governments abandoned human combatants, he found success with clientele that required him more. There were also rumors that he personally hunted and killed his targets, all for the thrill of it. But on Sirius, he retreated to virtual... In them, he could go on rampages as though I suspect with
All of his tribe believes he was one of the greatest people from the old world.
Then they would be quite though I'm sure he'd bask in the adoration.
What can you tell me about...
He was the head of the world's largest and as such had dealings with almost every major... It made him one of the wealthiest people, and certainly the wealthiest.
What does one person do with that much money?
Buy more power, more... Gerard's always believed himself able to maintain control, but beneath that exterior is a cold... It was his decision to restrict the avatars of the Apollo while we were painted as her...
Well, we'll deal with him soon enough.
I would very much like to see his face when he
When I was in the ruins of Vegas, I think he was a Zenith.
Stanley, ever the optimist. When we established our colony, he built an exact replica of Las Vegas. Lights, shows, gambling, and while others cloistered themselves in their own, he flung his doors wide to every...
The way you're talking about him, I'm guessing he didn't make it back to Earth?
No, he perished. He would have been thrilled to discover that part of his beloved...
When Beta escaped and hid in an ancient research, I saw another one of the Zeniths. Who was she?
A dull star amidst a sea of brighter constellations. Unlike most of Far Zenith's members, amassed their wealth through shrewd business deals, and Verbena inherited her billions. Her father had achieved great success in the luxury holotourism industry. At age 24, she became the world's most eligible bachelorette, branding herself a life to someone who leverages their fame to influence.
What?
In a way, yes.
Well, she must have done something right to us.
She was her own brand of ruthless. But even rats can cling to a vessel for...
Okay, so I've had run-ins with
an array of the wealthiest people on Earth.
And let me guess.
Most, but not all. There were a few with whom I got along. Annika Murjani, for instance, was always delightful. She founded the Holonet's most successful dance, and I had fascinating discussions with Song Jiao about her work. Our immortality treatments are due in part to her achievement. But then there were others like Devin Miller. His only real preoccupations were perfecting his golf swing. And when I think about all of us, we really should have accomplished more.
I should be going.
I'll be making final...
Focus. It's Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. But Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away. One of Morland's embers. The spark of a new dream for an ancient city. I don't think that door had power before, but it looks like it's not functioning. Looks like some kind of maintenance space. this leads. Power cells? Huh. That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Yeah, I guess.
This place smells wrong. No sand or wind, only cold steel. And the others up there, your squad.
They can hold their own. As for this base, it may not be what you're used to, but it is a shelter.
Call it what it is. A cage.
You came here on your own.
For the battle you promised. So for now I wait in my cage for your word. Tell me when to strike.
The whole time I've been in the West, I'd at least like to know
You were among the enemy.
why.
Dorok. Juro. And the Karja pushed into the desert to raid our... My brother's squad was a... But the Karja captured them, strung them up, and it was too late. I found...
So you wanted
vengeance. To tear down the Karja's cities and hunt down every last survivor and grind their bones until the... But my chief betrayed me.
How did Fashav told me how he became a marshal. He earned it just like any Tenakth.
It was an insult. No Outlander can ever deserve to wear our armor, bear our marks. And then a Karja messenger was brought before us? That's when I knew. I had to run my blade through Hekarro and drag his treacherous corpse to the gates of the sun.
What happened when the Karja...
The quivering priest bore a message from their new king. Suddenly the Karja wanted to talk peace. An embassy at the very... A true Tenakth would never... Their blood exists to be spilled. But Hekarro, he showed himself a Karja-loving traitor.
And lost.
His mercy was just another. I vowed never to rest until the debt was repaid. So with an army of soldiers and machine... The day you got it.
The deal you made. How did Silence...
That name means nothing. My agreement was with the Oseram Sera and their sons of Prometheus.
So all this time, you didn't even know who you were really... And you trusted an...
If it was a trick, I would have... But she spoke with the same burning hatred. And she offered me the chance to run the terror in your enemy's eyes. I bet you...
I don't think so. What about your end of the deal?
Had I killed Hekarro, and these Zeniths would have been the first of the tribes, but because of you, my people...
Because of me, hundreds of Tenakth won't throw... Are you really going to fight?
I have no reason.
Really?
I failed to kill Hekarro, failed to eliminate you. The Karja remain out of my reach. All I have left are the screams of... So show me where to bury.
All right.
Ever since you got in my way, I've wanted. But if I'm to die in battle, then it might as well be with the one who flew the wings of the Ten.
I'll let you know when it's time to move. Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. There's more machinery in here. It might have had something to do with the facility's operations. Looks like a power cell could fit here. The vault. I found a locked door behind the vent in the basement. Wonder if that's it. This door's unlocked now. The guy had gone. Okay, that console has power now. By the looks of this data, Hephaestus tried multiple times to hack into the repair bay. But doesn't look like it succeeded. This must have been Beta's private room.
Just you wait, Varl. We're taking those space slugs down.
Did you need something? Bravo, you managed to sway a Zenith.
Not a chance. I thought you said the weapon was...
There's always room to... But that's not why you're here. I assume you want to comprehend my undertaking.
Since when were you...
Since you turned this into a waiting game. Modest success.
Okay, so your big plan. Let me see if I got... You learned about the Zeniths from Hades when you interrogated it. Then you came up with a plan to defeat them. And to get the Tanakhs to or rather the Sons of Prometheus.
Did you have an actual question, or are you still...
So all this time, even before you were out here scheming, why couldn't you just...
When I learned of the Zenith's return to Earth, I knew I would one day require an army of overzealous assault the Zenith base. The casualties would be. And I knew you would never allow such a sacrifice, no... Thus, I devised them at the Hades Proving Lab.
You wanted me to surrender to the Zeniths at the Hades...
Based on everything I knew about them, I concluded they would find you a use, thereby keeping you out of harm's way, and more importantly...
So you really didn't know they had their own...
No. Unfortunately...
Detail? Well, I guess if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be here. Tell me about the weapon. How did...
I've upgraded the It now emits a wave-like effect covering us.
That doesn't fully...
No. But I'd be a fool to reveal its inner work. After all, why did you withhold your plan for dealing with this? Yes. Even you can appreciate the value of secrecy. Suffice it to say that the weapon will work. The intricacies of how.
Why create this? You didn't need a Sarah to make override.
They were a necessary safeguard. The Eclipse demonstrated the risks of getting through the Sons of Prometheus, all while remaining anonymous.
Except to us. How did you get a Sarah to...
I knew there was an associate of the Durval who escaped his failed assault. It was trivial to track her down and again. She wanted to succeed with...
So you promised her Regalla. The Sarah would help you create a machine right and wanted to see Meridian burn it.
And so a partnership was born out of thirst for blood.
You think you had everything
I did.
Why help Regalla take over? If you wanted...
Before Regalla's rebellion, battling machines and fostering friendship, even if I gained he would never agree to send his forces to battle a threat he couldn't...
So helping a bloodthirst...
Yes. All Regalla craved was war. Against the... She would have led the tribe into battle without which was precisely...
While I was out there, I had a couple run-ins.
The tribe from across the ocean.
Their entire tribe was shaped around the discovery of Focus. One of them, Alva, even joined... Don't you want to know more about them?
No. They from the ancient world, and what did they do with it? They shrouded the knowledge they unearthed in mysticism and creating a pantheon out of corporate...
Yes, well, it also led them to Thebes.
Did it now?
So those run-ins, on one of them I teamed up with their expedition. We found Pharaoh.
You must have needed Omega clearance. So, what was it like?
Worse than you can imagine.
He single-handedly wiped out collective human knowledge. I'm sure it was still less than he deserved.
Let me guess. You would have scraped him into a jar so you could prod his brain, like what you did with Hades.
For a start.
Alright, Silent. I'll let you know when it's... And try not to mess with I don't need the two of you butting heads.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you understand what kind of person... For someone to live as long as she has, outlast as many... Well, your goals may be aligned now.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Survival is only a necessity to my... I'd hoped you'd recognize that.
Do you know something?
Oh, I know a great deal of things.
Oh, a feeling? You mean you find... Okay. Maybe it's time to get everyone together so Tilda can brief us. But is there anything I should handle before that? There we go. All drones are reconnected to the dome now. All right, people. I need you up in the control room, right away. Okay, everyone. We all know what's at stake. Beta, Gaia. Not to mention life on Earth. Now, it might seem like the Zeniths are invincible, but they're not. We've got what it takes to break into their base and defeat them. We even have one of them on our side. Tilda, show us the base.
It is constructed atop the ruins of an ancient military facility on an island to the southwest. I can get us inside. To this location. Undetected.
How exactly?
You'll know when you need to. Once inside, our goal will be this structure. The launch tower. Gaia and Beta are being held at the top. But along the way, we will face overwhelming resistance. Most importantly from Gerard, Eric, and the others. But also...
Once I take away their shields, we should be able to deal with them. But it will be easier to deploy the device if someone else is carrying it. I'll need a strong back.
Carry stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Even if your device works, there will still be Spectre drones, scores of them.
If only we had an army to fight them.
I've got that under control. You'll know when you need to. All right. We'll meet up again just before we go in. Where's the best place to rendezvous?
On the coast, just across from the island. Once there, I'll show you the way.
Okay. I'll let you know when I arrive at the rendezvous point. And then you can join me. In the meantime, Do whatever you need to prepare. Understood? You two? A minute? Tilda helped me get in touch with Beta, and she told me something important. There's an installation inside the base. It's called a regulator. Here. Once we're inside, I need you two to split off from everyone else and destroy it. So you'll have to bring explosives. This will help stop the drones. Everything depends on it. Are you with me? After that, I want you to find a way to infiltrate the Zenith network.
How?
Go over all the data that Beta left behind. She knew how to do it, I'm sure of that.
All right. But why? What am I trying to do?
Find information about the Zeniths. Anything Tilda's not telling us. Sylens is right about one thing. There's no way we can take her on her word.
I'll do my best.
Keep her safe, okay?
On my life.
Remember, we need to get Sylens' weapon to the Zenith base.
We're finally
Never thought I'd be off on a mission to take down I can hear the drinking. By the way, we should probably discuss the, since we've both been, if you have time.
If that one's not working right, you could...
Little bugger's got some personnel. Saved my butt with those Spectres. Besides, it goes with my out.
Wouldn't want to spoil your look. Varl made the right call.
Thanks. I found out a few days before you guys went. I was... So he sat me down. Vala.
We never... And you never told me exactly how your sister escaped them.
I guess we never got round to it. No time like the if...
I found out who's running the Sons of Prometheus.
Oh, no. Remember how Durval had a band of freebooters that retaliated against... She was one of them. First female tinker in the claim to run her own. But when her family got killed in the Red Raids, I thought she was dead, though. Taken up.
Well, she's not. And she wants... We have to find out where...
I haven't had any luck finding someone with a foot, so I'll be scouting out Baron.
I'll keep tracking her lack.
We'll find her. We have to. It's thugs like her who murdered.
I guess I
I'll see you at the...
I wouldn't have it... I hope everybody's ready for this.
Aloy, at least...
Thanks. Everyone here, if it weren't for Varl...
There was this one night. He realized I was having trouble sleeping. To be honest, I think we both... So... He asked me to join. He brought up this hologram of Earth that you two found back in the Zenith... We sat there. I thought about how Plainsong was just a speck. How every corner of it must be and any fears I had about our mission. I miss him terribly.
I know. You and Aaron seem to be on...
He may have terrible taste in music. And that ale he keeps raving about isn't half bad. I still plan on beating that stubborn face of his to break our sparring stalemate.
Try not to hurt him.
Before you...
What is it?
You placed this focus in my care. And gave me the... If I should fall in battle. For the both of us.
So...
Make sure you stay alive to do...
Let's...
I'd be lying if I said I'm not.
The plan will work, if we...
Right.
Once all this is over, we'll...
I don't know. The more If I go back... I don't even... or what they do to me for reading what is clearly... Even if I somehow were allowed to carry on my... Would I be willing to let the truths of the ancestors be buried away? Would I dare challenge them and risk my family? Or... lose...
Who's this?
We used to be rivals. I hated her, but apparently there's a fine line. We became very close. She promised she'd wait for me.
Well, that was smart of her.
Yeah, I don't know.
I do. I want you to know I'm...
Whatever happens, I'm great. I never thought I'd get to actually...
Come on, do I look... Kotallo will protect you.
I'm not afraid. I know Kotallo will if we die doing so. At least...
I'd rather you both stay alive.
We'll try and...
The rest of us should be enough of a Zeniths for you to hack into their network, but you'll have to be quick.
What exactly?
I don't know.
I'll make truth.
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have turned on these holograms. Alana must have left this for me on her way back east. I wish she could have stayed. But I know Meridian and the Lodge need her.
The rebel holdouts can't be allowed to continue their pointless fight.
So...
I do not know. All that remains is to follow you to the...
Thank you, Kotallo.
You brought us together.
Now that training time is over...
The Bulwark, and how we need another miracle if we're to...
I'll try not to let...
I know you...
We didn't really get to talk about what...
There was nothing. If he were to Noct, Varl's bravery would have earned him sacred burial among the most distinguished of our tribe's warriors. When the fight is done, I will have the Inkers etch his memory on my skin, so that it may...
I'm sure he'd be... I'll see you soon.
It will be...
Welcome back, Aloy. Did you have something else?
I'll talk to you later.
I will.
So, something else?
I'll be going.
As you wish.
Here for more words? Or is it time to...
That's all for now.
Leave.
Aloy.
Even with Regalla defeated, there's still outposts with rebel holdouts. I should get rid of whoever's in charge. That ought to send the up. Better watch out for those lookouts.
Freezing up out here.
Feeling antsy. Need to get some training in.
I can hardly feel my fingers. All clear?
That must be the leader of this outpost. They seem to have the best gear.
There!
Let's see if this one's got tats on them too. I should check if there's anything with a lock around here.
Fight for the spirit of the Tanakh.
Coast is clear. Let's hope it stays that way. The snowfall's blanketing the land. Some tags here. I should take them to Duka.
honor and strength. The three clans stand as one.
This'll break my fall. Some of them are still around, even though Regal is out of the picture. Looks like they've taken over these ruins. What are they doing here?
Something there? Are we missing anyone? Body here. Who's missing?
Where? Looks clear to me. We need more people!
Nothing at all. You should move on, Outlander!
Talk to me!
An ancient key. Wonder what it opens. I'm in the clear. This place looks like some sort of dig site. I find whoever's in charge. I can figure out what these guys are up to. So the rebels have been digging up old world scrap. For what?
No more loafing around!
at any time!
Looks like they've been using Blaze to blast into this place.
There's nothing.
Going down! Bunker. Is this what they were trying to get to? The door looks locked. Maybe this key I found will open it. Let's see what these rebels are so intent on protecting.
So tired. But I need to... All clear?
It'll bring us victory.
Oh no! Here's the threat!
This place looks like some sort of storage facility. Nothing with these.
To all engineers and operatives, return immediately to First Forge. Clearly, none of you are competent enough to deal with that blasted Nora. So we'll continue to work where she can't get to us. And in the unlikely event that she does, I'll have the pleasure of dealing with her personally. I wish you luck, Savior of Meridian.
Sarah has a base. If I can find it, I can put an end to the Sons of Prometheus. Well, let's see what else is in here. They've been experimenting with old world power cells. There's a whole stockpile of them in here. These scrolls, they're filled with weapon schematics. Different versions of the same thing. None of them complete. So the Sons of Prometheus were trying to build weapons based on ancient technology. Well, whatever it is. It uses these power cells. But it doesn't look like they figured it out. Yet. If I destabilize that cell, the explosion would start a chain reaction and take the bunker with it. No bunker, no power cells, no new weapons. I'll only have a few seconds to get out of here before this blows. Time to run! I don't think these guys will be making any scary new weapons now. Chill air is prickling my lungs. Okay, I need to find Asera's hideout. First Forge.
Keep thinking.
Checking up on me.
I found out more about. They definitely have a base. It's a.
First Forge. All right, that's it then.
You found one of them? A Sons of Prometheus?
He was posing as a Delver, but my focus locked onto his. When he saw me, I caught up with him, and he tried to crush his folk, but there was still data on it. One of them was called First Forge.
Nice job.
You know me. Ancient tech expert.
Send me those coordinates, okay?
Now hold on, Ale. Asera is the last of a line of killers that murdered Ursa. I need to be there when she goes down.
Of course. Send me.
All right then.
You think it's time for us?
Yeah? Oh.
So, how did Ursa escape Mad Sun King Jiran's palace?
Well, first she had to survive the sun. See, during the war, the Carja threw a prisoner a day in there. And, you know, for what? To die as sacrifices, thinking somehow that was gonna appease all the other derangements. Ah! And when it was Ursa, the Carja thought she'd go down if they threw a big machine.
Oh, but she...
And she defeated all of them. Even got some of Jiran's kestrels for good. And the Mad Sun King thought it'd be funny to have her run around his palace as a servant. He enjoyed humiliating.
I remember you telling me something about that. That's how she met Avad. He helped her escape.
Yeah, but what no Carja scroll will ever is how the young prince snuck Ursa out of the palace. He knew their best chance was to get Ursa to blend in, so he got her everything she needed to disguise herself as a Carja noblewoman. Yeah, perfumes.
I get the feeling she wasn't too happy.
Oh man, Ursa would have rather fought her way out of that with her bare hands. But Avad insisted it was the only way. Avad had to dress...
She made Avad dress up like a noble?
As perfumed and powdered. Ursa said he looked better like that than he ever...
That would, definitely make for an interesting sight.
Oh, it worked like a charm, too. Not only they paid a traveling merchant to get Ursa to the border, and none were the wife.
You were right. That wasn't...
All good story.
Remember to send me the coordinate.
I'm sending him now.
I know. Javert. The sense of Prometheus' base should be somewhere in this area. I should let Aaron know I'm around. Hey, Erend. I'm close to Asera's base. Think you can join me?
On my way. So, ready to take down some very nasty Oseram?
First, we have to figure out a way in.
We'll never get it unnoticed.
Your armor. It's almost the same as theirs.
Yeah? Yeah. Hey guys. Keep up the good work.
Who are you?
I'm the guy who caught the Nora Asera's been looking for, that's who.
Yeah, we don't know you.
Huh.
That went well.
We should do it more often.
Come on.
Hey, Aloy.
I see them.
All clear?
That's finished him.
Here we go.
I don't think anyone heard that.
We need to get further in.
The Tenaks are good for fighting and hauling salvage. A girl? Company!
Fighting time! That's one hard way for them to learn a lesson.
copper against steel.
Chargers.
I guess they picked the wrong fight. think that's all. But I don't see a Sarah.
She has to be here somewhere.
I think I saw some doors in the back.
Check them out.
What was that?
It sounded like a tripwire.
Be careful, Aloy. Sarah really likes her booby traps.
And you still like the sound of your own voice, Erin.
Sarah.
I was hoping you'd make it this far, Nora. If my men were as competent as you, I would have wiped out the Karja a long time ago. It's a shame I'll have to kill you.
Enough games, Sarah.
Not purchasing to kill you, Lugna.
Oh, I don't think so.
Check out the bridge. We have to find a way through.
Hey, look. This raft here, it's gotta be another path.
Too bad there's no way to get to it.
Yeah, hold that thought.
What's wrong?
I can be handy once in a while.
You okay?
I will be when we catch a Sarah. Keep going. You know she's leading us into another trap.
No, we don't have a choice.
Should have thought of that.
Come on. Tripwires. Machine pens. We can't let you finish what Dervahl started, Sarah.
This ends here.
Funny. I was about to say the same thing. Get him,
let's
boy.
get into this. Oh, they felt that one. They're in trouble now. Can't use that now.
cold. You okay?
Red raids, my sister's death, Sarah's little army. That feels like the bloodshed never ends. And the pain. I hope he's really over this.
Me too. I'm serious. We couldn't have stopped this with...
Should we head back?
You go on ahead. Make sure Sarah didn't leave any more.
Okay. By the forge.
I'll save the extra stock for later. I should take care of everything I can before calling in the others to attack the Zenith base.
Good paint. Be always vigilant. Bodies will fall, bags, and... Regala is defeated. Honor those who fought her. All these lands must be open. Strength and honor.
Outlander, I offer you an honorable trade. Now you are prepared for battle.
perception.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
Yeah, you're too dangerous. But isn't it the whole point?
Are you flashing around in there? You actually...
How did the cannon fly?
Honorable paint, that.
Strongest of the outfit.
Stop with the acrobatics.